Hello and welcome to the latest edition of Marketing Cracked, and today we're going to be talking all about listening. Welcome back. You may have noticed I've got a little bit of a tan. Fair enough, I was quite brown to start with. It does have its advantages, being half Indian. Just come back from a week in Ibiza, it was lovely, and I learned something. Always good when you go on holiday, you refresh the batteries, you recharge, and suddenly all these ideas keep popping into your head. But what I saw was on a little visit to Ibiza town. There was the owner, or a sales guy employed by a restaurant in Ibiza town, and he was stopping people as they walked past. Now, this wasn't one of those places where you were bothered every 5 metres you walk that someone's trying to sell you their stuff, but no other restaurants in the area was doing it. So people didn't mind getting stopped by this chap, and he was very nice and polite anyway. But his goal, naturally, was to invite people to sit in his restaurant. Now, I sat there eating lunch and was watching him at work, and what he did, he listened. That's what he was doing. He'd listen to people walking towards him, and he'd understand what they were talking about, and he'd understand where they were from, what language they were speaking. So if he heard some German people walking towards him, he'd literally invite them into his restaurant in German. He heard me and my wife speaking, he invited us in English, and to be honest, most of the English you could tell because they were all wearing like knotted handkerchiefs and socks and sliders. I mean, socks and sliders. My goodness, do the Europeans even want us to be a part of their continent anymore? Anyway, I'm not going to talk about Brexit, but it was just really interesting because most salespeople, got to be careful there, some salespeople, they talk at you. They try to tell you how long their business has been established. We've got 57 branches all across the UK, blah, blah, blah. We've been around since 1972, blah, blah, blah. When all they need to do is listen. My dad said to me years ago, he was quite a religious man, and he said that God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. Use them in that ratio. And that's all this restaurant owner was doing. He was listening to people and engaging with them on their level, in a language they'd understand, rather than trying to speak to them in broken English or broken Spanish. He was, goodness me, I must have seen him use about 5 different languages. It was amazing. So maybe next time you're at a sales pitch, think, right, am I just talking at this person, or am I actually asking questions? How's business? How are you? What's working well for you? Where are the challenges in your business? What's the competition like? There are so many questions to be asked. Yet sometimes, again, all we can do, because we're so excited about our business, is we talk at people and we don't listen enough. So that's it for today. I'm here to, what's the weather like today? I can still top up my tan. I'll see you soon for another edition of Marketing Cracked.